Hi there, Gemini. This is Mo from Mystic Oracle. We can jump right in here. The cards just kept coming. Usually, I do a bit of an overview, an overarching energy to check things out. Maybe a few oracle cards, it may be tarot cards. It's really led by the energy of you guys and what you're seeking to know. Your questions are already being heard, your desires are already being met, interestingly enough. So the hammer might come down a little hard here, guys. Um, but let's do this. Okay? So instead of going bit by bit, a lot of them are really just weaving and moving in over one another. Let me move that ugliness out of the way there. Um, Reiterations, layer upon layer upon layer of saying the same thing. And life is really digging into your grill. So, anyways, I had a handful of runes come out, and actually five came out. And to summarize them, it really is you've got your defenses up and you're blocking joy from coming in. You're blocking communication and you're preventing reunion and connection. And that might seem all good for the here and now. Let me move this out of the way because it's playing off a past energy that you've become comfortable with. I'm getting about 4 years of really just settling into a groove of the way things are, but they're saying to me it's the way things were. So, oh, okay, we're just going to dance around this table. Y'all are pushing for a tower moment. The universe has had its way, it's had time. There's been lots of conversation over the last maybe 6 to 8 months. Um, Maybe a little more recent than that, but somewhere within about that time frame that life's been knocking and knocking and knocking and being patient and being gentle, should I say, hand holding with you walking through this, and you're just shutting the door. And let me show you. This is the overall lead card. You're shutting the door to value. You're shutting the door to your life becoming stable. The irony is, the way things were, I have to say what they're saying, the way things were, you believed was your stability. It was your pattern of function. It's what became comfortable with, and very much your identity, your schedule, your calendar, and the way things work. You put your foot down, folded your arms, and said, "There, that should be that." But this is doors are opening to you. This is coming in. You can see it's money, it's also currency, it's energy. We've got these red doors, it's power, it's being open to you. There's life on the other side where part of you has felt locked out on life and you knew it, because there's a lot here about the dream state and being locked, your dreams being locked away, believing that something that just you like fantasize about at night as you go to sleep, it's something removed from you. It's something just a pipe dream, okay? But that's not true at all. When you put those dreams out there some time ago, life got to work on it. And it's here now. I mean, we can see that by this, all right? You can't push a baby back in. I ought to know. The doctor tried to do it with me, and it caused major issues. And it can cause the death of everything involved. And this is not a death card death. This is putting a complete end to that. I don't want to go there. I don't even know how else to say it, but it's heavy, should we say. But this is where you were. This is what you've been operating in. You've been in the state of, hey, I'm chilling, I'm healing. This is how I do it. This is how I'm healing my heart. I'm going to stay this way. I'm just going to chill, get my sleep at night, do my work, punch the clock, do those couple of things. We'll hang out with some friends I've had for a while. Not stretching out, doing too many new things. not putting my toe in the water, taking any risk. I'm really just staying the path. Just staying that same old steady. I have a little creativity pop up every now and again, a little butterfly, a little rumble in the tummy, but I can manage those. I might taste a little bit, but then I'm just gonna, reel it right back on in and keep it locked away in the nighttime for when I shut my eyes, for when I'm not in control, when I am asleep. I'll let the dreams stay there. But to be an active participant, that life could actually be good to me, that my prayers were heard, that there is a greater force at work on my behalf. No. I've seen how that goes, and it didn't go well for me. That's why I've got this card coming up. I'm looking out for self, because I've been there before. I made that choice before, and it burnt me. It hurt, and I wasn't in control of that. And I didn't know how to come out of it. It swallowed me up. And it took me so long to be able to get upright again, to be able to get my head above water. And that's why I chose this healing. That's why I chose to just put my dreams away into the subconscious and the unconscious and let them dwell there. I had no idea that they were actually going to wake up, that the opportunity was going to come my way. And that's how I've dealt with it, through this mindset of protecting myself, believing that was just, I know how that goes. I've worked on getting those 3 swords out of my heart, and I made it past it, but to go any further, no. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to shut this down. Believe it's not real. Okay? But here we got a fork in the road. We've got a choice coming up. And the thing that I haven't acknowledged is that this is actually going on. And that life is trying to bless me by giving me this great opportunity. That I'm just going to keep staying the old path. I'm going to keep staying those same things and excusing myself from participating in life today. But that's where the warning comes in. Because beneath that fork in the road, there's a tower. And although it's kind of gentle and sweet, it's very earthy here. We've got butterflies, we've got the little squirrel, we've got the lightning striking. But in the center of that, we've got a heart. And I'm not usually concerned about the tower. But I can't give these messages without receiving them as well. And so I'm listening, just as I'm asking you to listen. This one concerns me a bit. It concerns me to push my luck. I've told people I'd rather make the decision, be the head and not the tail. I'd rather learn than be taught. I used to tell my kids, I said, if you let me teach you, then I won't have to learn you. You won't have to learn the hard way. Because that entails loss. That entails sorrow. That entails regret, personal regret. It entails pain and tears. So enough on that. But the irony is before I draw any of this, I usually channel a card. This one, I didn't make the point to color it. But sitting in it, the first thing that erupted is this giant tree of life in the foreground. Okay, and so it's kind of like the winds of change, the lungs coming. We've got the nodes going on. They've just switched to Gemini and Sagittarius. Here we've got the breath of heaven coming down, and it's watering. This is the mouth and the heart, and the heart is to be cheerful. It's asked for happiness. It's asked for fulfillment, and it started coming down, and it's dripping, and this tree is being fed. This heart, this mouth, they've tasted and seen this. Okay. This beautiful luck, blessing, opportunity, right? This wish granted, this communion. And it's being seen as something that's trying to disrupt their life, okay? So here's what I want you to see. Behind this tree, what is coming ahead, should I say, is a choice. There's a split. There's two roads, and I didn't know it. That's long before any of these cards were pulled and the fork in the road came out. And I'm looking at it, and these two suns, they're together. These two stars, the sun is a star, so we can call them suns, stars, whatever. They're on this path together. And they seem kind of small and insignificant. And this area was vacant, and this area was vacant. And then this big sun arched over the road, and it seemed like, wow, well, that seems nice. That seems whole. I really like that. And this is grass, y'all, okay? That's the way grass comes out. It has to do with order and timeliness and kind of Wheel of Fortune energy. And what's ironic is nothing could come up out of the grass. And over here, we have the Six of Wands cropping up, the victory. And they're breaking out of the earth and becoming larger than life. And it's as if you'll choose this path of union, life is going to jump to the opportunity and come in almost immediately, should I say, because it jumps to the foreground. Excuse me. Almost level with the tree. So it's like that. The moment you decide, there it is. Well, this seemed kind of like a trick. And now, mind you, it's before any of these cards came out. And it's like, well, this seems more harmonious. There's a lot going on over here. This seems really nice, really placid. And then these came out. And I sat and I looked. And what we don't know is right here, that space behind the tree is actually water. Water separates the two roads. So there is no, well, I'll try this road for a little bit and then I'll just meander back across. No, they're separated by a sea. S-E-A, by a sea. And there's no crossing it. We'll leave it there. But as this card sat for a while, I came back and I saw it again, and I have no decision over this. It's just my opportunity to see, to grant you perspective and road signs that I see along the paths that you have the opportunity to choose. You yourself know personally what you're going through and how these fall into place along that and what doesn't serve the path that you're on. But when I looked, it literally said the old-fashioned phrase, thinking the grass is greener. Okay? Thinking that, hey, this has been good to me, but you've been in it for about, 4 years. You've been being given the opportunity over the last several months to warm up to this new opportunity, to being blessed, to being a part. And blessed is really, it's being a part of life. Living, breathing, feeling, interactive. Not just scheduled, regimented, small. And the runes, remember, they said that you're blocking this opportunity. So over here, next to this one, we have the Eight of Wands coming in. And it's driving along with this. We could say communication, but the emphasis there was coming in quickly. And here, the thing that I notice is the back is turned. It's like if you will turn your back on this energy of keeping to yourself, of keeping things the way they've been, comfortable, just kind of putting the toe in and then jumping back out and choosing to involuntarily dream the dreams that you were once so fervent about. Life is here, and I'm telling you, the baby is coming. The dream is coming. So turn your back on that. It's going to come in quickly. I don't feel in any way like if you choose, it's going to be harmonious. Okay? It's going to be like, woo, there we go. It's a writing mechanism. It'll just be put upright like that, kind of like cats landing on their feet, okay? No matter they just poof, and there they go. How there's that balancing mechanism within. Now, however, the tower moment will be very disruptive. That's the irony there. Life is, and it's not just life. Life is not doing this to you This is your own energy, your own prayers, your own requests having been put out. And now the waves are returning back in. And the fervency with which they were prayed and felt and made is even more so the exponential that they're coming in. Okay? So when we step past that, it would come in quickly, just like this energy of the victory coming in over here. It jumps right up to the foreground. It catches pace with you, like when runners do a relay race with the wand, with the baton. They start to synchronize their energy so that they pass and hand off within that nice little window. Ooh. Okay. So the wheel isn't out here, but y'all, I just got dizzy on that. Like, intense. Whoa. You're dealing with the window of time. Okay? So carve out a little time to get with yourself and be with yourself on what all this is with you. It's beautiful changes. I mean, we've got, in quick step, in no time, we've got the warmth coming in. We've got the instinct coming along. We've got the magician up under there. And that's all under, the one that's been self-serving. Whoever you are, you were meant for union. You were meant for sacred union. You were meant for sacred union. Your heart did not lie to you. You might have been through trouble. You might have been hurt. The Three of Swords is not up here, but this Four of Swords is incredibly stagnant. I've been hearing for some weeks now overarching of all the sky, all the zodiac it is time for people to wake up. We need to catch up with the pace of life, and which can be the bit of the challenge with the state of the world as it is right now, is kind of a lag, and it's is counterproductive in a sense. It's been this flip and this flop, this here and this there, this forward and back, but I mean, ready to catch pace with you as soon as you decide. Heavy on the soon. Okay? And the next card with that is the Two of Cups. Ready to merge. This is, it's going along with the big movement that is, we're becoming whole-brained. Our logic and our creative mind are coming together to integrate. There's the new awakening that's coming, just like the Renaissance period and the Industrial Revolution. We're now coming into the whole-brained awakening. Which makes life super easy. It's how we were designed to create. Some use the term manifest. I have that to be a major manifester. But there was still that bit of a divide, the veil, the saran wrap between the halves of the brain called the corpus callosum. Imagine it. Just opening up, moving out of the way. Door to value, okay? To where the moment your heart sings, you see, boom, here it comes. And we could put warnings with that, but really, when you see that, I believe you're smart people. It shows up under here, you know what it's like to create. You know what it's like to balance yourself. So you'll quickly find the new balance. You're quick learners. I mean, and that's part of the whole brainness, is that it's not slow. It doesn't have the three layers of the conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious. Instead, it's the logic and the creative mind. It's like this. It's the two. It's the, as some would say, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. It's a lot more than that, but we won't go into that now. But see, when the union comes in this case, the bowls, the cups are being filled. Like the Ace of Cups is you being able to offer yourself. But this union that's coming about is one that I feel strongly that's the warning here, is that Ace of Cups you desire of your own personal wholeness and fulfillment It doesn't appear to exist without this. Okay? Because what happens when these two come in contact, it is that whole brain movement. It is the color coming out of the darkness, and it is filling their cups. It's making magic. All right? It's the sacred union that's coming about. It's the third state. It's the one that comes after soulmates and twin flames. It's a step beyond that. And not that one's better or more or less than the, they're just simply have different qualities. And for now, we'll just call it the sacred union. It has a specific name, but I think it's best leaving it as the relationship and what that becomes and what that does for you. Here, we could see this as juggling or being an indecision or things like that. But this card, this one specifically, means to me it's like white magic and red magic. It's like the earth and the spirit coming together. And it's being able to play with them, being able to move, having both present. It's that whole-mindedness again. And the message coming through from them is this relationship brings harmony to your sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the place of creation, the birthplace of creation. It also has to do with the center of your desire, which is kind of what this was hinting at back here. Just dabbing the toe, that creativity, and then withdrawing. Hello? You know, that's like making babies and not raising them. You know, that's having the fun and not the responsibility. And that's where life is stepping up and is going to start knocking a bit more boldly over the next 2 weeks on your door to say, hey, delivery, what you've asked for is here. Open up. We have a delivery. You know, you dreamt this up. Do you see that? Because to me, the three of cups and the three of swords could kind of go along. It's like, you know, one you have the pain in the heart, the other you have the longing. This one you have the longing. And I know it's the four, but just imagine here we have the three of cups for a minute. It's that longing. It's kind of that emptiness. And it's one that just seems slightly forlorn. Your friends occasionally can pick up on it, but you're pretty good at covering it. You know, it can stay. I know often it's celebration, but it can also be the same energy that drives you into desiring more, wanting, praying, seeking, tuning into yourself to make sure that this is where you do want to go. And in this case, it arrived. I mean, like we see the glow around it. This is part of your destiny because it's not just you dreaming it. See the integration going on there? It is the whole brain. It is the sacred union that was meant to come. And it's almost eyes to the sky, looking to the universe, saying, I agree for this. And they've been knocking. And that's where they're a little miffed is like, you still want to think the grass is greener? Come on now. You've had time. We gave you time. We gave you time to rest and restore and heal. We gave you time to have some structure and stability and some control over your situation of what you deemed would make you feel secure. Now it's time to bring in what you actually ask for. It's time to give you a leg up. Okay, and again, here we have the youth. It's coming in. It's this relationship that is blood-born, but like universal-wise. In that covenant with the universe. It is in that answered prayer, that desire fulfilled, the wish granted. Okay? So it's what you sought. It wasn't something that you found that you thought, oh, this will work, and then that's where you got the three of swords in your heart. This is something that you ask for being sent to you, okay? It's like going on Amazon and making your order and then not receiving it because it's exactly what you asked for. Hello, open the door and then open the package and then enjoy. Yeah, so this is what we have. This is how it's going here, okay? So I'll do these three and then I'll do the fourth card in just a minute. You know, it's that blood covenant, that bond, that relationship. It's coming and it's showing you that it is good. This is coming of your own, very own desire. That baby's coming forth. And as you can you see the stars on her? All right. You see the peace on their face. You see the universe, the mobile overhead here. You see the magic going on in the mask, the butterfly, the regeneration. There, the infinity symbol over the eyes is very much like the Two of Pentacles over here. Is that what you dreamt, what you desired is going to bring balance to you, going to bring harmony. You see how they hold one another? It's this beautiful, delicate, not fragile, but delicate union. It's tender. It's beautiful. It's innocent. I love that. And what falls along is the Fool. And this is life's charge to you. Jump in. You see this staff? This staff is double wrapped. The comings and the goings. Let me move that. The comings and the goings. You've been on both paths. You've been there. And now it's time. It's time to trust. Okay? It's time to trust. Sorry, I'm being a little bold, but that's the energy coming through. I feel like I need to put a seatbelt on my saddle. Anyways, so they're kind of side cards that really, I guess, support me in the energy. It's like the universe's heart. All right. And poise means it's the right time, right place, right person. You see the stars in the hands. This person is a star. It's the same as over here. They are a star. And that doesn't mean famous. You see them? That means a gift, an answered prayer. And the reason why it's the third, it's called the sacred union, is it doesn't have the struggle and the chase of the twin flame. It doesn't have the need to do the work and have that heartache in the earth realm. It has already been done through these, 4 years, through the only being able to see it in your dreams. Okay. It's already occurred out there, and now it's coming down whole. The whole brain is you are being made whole. That's why quickly when you step into it, it's you being united with you. And that brings the balance to life and the magic, okay? And it's very earth magic, not freaky deaky, oh, we got to do this and that, whatever. It's literally just the charisma that exists between you and your union partner. And these two jumped out immediately behind it. They all came together. So we have the loyal heart and the soulmates, okay? This is the energy of the universe for you. And it's like, open the door, let us in. You got the key. You can't change that key. It's what you came with. It's open up to receive. Open up to receive. Open up to receive. The old ways, they're passing away. Jump on board. Get on board with this. It'll be incredibly stabilizing. The moment you put yourself in, you're going to think, whew, okay. Well, I thought that was going to be scary. It's kind of like the first time you go off the high dive. The fear occurs all the way to the edge. But once you go off, the thrill comes. And you're quickly going back up for another turn, another turn, another turn. Because the desire that led you to the edge is like your future self, the universe, the knowledge of this, of knowing that you're loved. It was the foresight of what it would feel like to plunge into that water. The reward, the satisfaction. So anyways, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to get an animal guide for us. Woo! How are y'all feeling? Huh? Hopefully that's exciting news. They've done studies and they found that anxiety and excitement register almost exactly the same on a chart. So I've come to find when something makes me a little nervous, I just choose to put a smile on my face and call it excitement. Because they both have anticipation involved, but one leaves an unforeseen result, leaves it up to whatever energies are lingering around. The other has already chosen that is going to be a great outcome, that is going to be satisfactory, fulfilling. All right, let's give us 1 or 2 animal guides for Gemini. Woo! Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, okay. change. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta say, it's making my head tingle. Just like me starting to do this, this was me jumping in. This is part of what it is like, Joy, you can't hide anymore. We need you to come out and do these messages. And I'm like, oh, me, really? And they said, yeah, really. And so I'm on the ride with you guys in the freshness of this moment. This is the path I jumped on. Okay. It's good. It's all good. And I love it because here we have the dark and we have the light. Okay. We have the unknown, the unseen, the unconscious, and we have the future self, which is really the whole brain coming in, the sacred union. And it'll play into all aspects of your life, not just, the one you hold hands with, but also the universe holding hands with you. It'll also synergize all this work with the blood, sweat, and tears, which is, quote, red magic, and the white magic, all the dreams, all the fears, okay? And it'll bring it all together, and you will be able to live this reality where we can touch, taste, feel, smell, share what it is that we were dreaming of. So anyways, I love you guys. I'm rooting for you. I'm telling you, jump in. It'll stabilize quickly. Spend time with yourself to find out what these decisions are and how you'll make them and what it looks like for you to avoid the disruption of that tower. Look at this. Look at the beauty of that. And it wasn't a strong indicator for pregnancy or anything like that. It's about birthing out what you've been seeking, and what you're expecting is here. And it's that inference, like a baby. You can't send it back. It's not like an Amazon package. You can't send it back. So just like the Fool, you see that 0? That's the closest we ever are to God. We open up. We open up. Open up. I love you. Bye.